Hello everyone, it's Natalie. Welcome to my channel, Find Joy in the Journey. I wanted to share something with you that I learned about helping tomatoes to ripen quicker. So I have a bunch of tomatoes in the garden, as you know. I planted out several determinate tomato bushes, and they are loaded with fruit, completely loaded to the point where the branches are bending. And they've been out there in the gardens for so long, and I'm actually afraid of pest, the summer's heat that's coming. It's already in the 80s, and it was in the 90s yesterday. And this is May. This is mid-May in my area, and yes, it was 92 degrees yesterday. And like I was saying, these tomatoes, my tomato bushes are just loaded with fruit, and they were not turning red. They weren't ripening fast enough, in my opinion. And there's so many reasons why tomatoes don't ripen as quick as you think they should. But in order to protect my fruit from the insects, from the other little pests and critters, and from the summer's heat, I decided to go ahead and pull a lot of my determinate tomatoes off of the bush, and some of them I even allowed them to stay like connected to the vine. But then I actually went and found different ways to ripen your tomatoes off the vine effectively. What I normally do is I pick a few at a time that are already blushing, like for instance this one, that one, and these, right? And then some there, as you can see, they're totally green. I normally take them inside and I have them on my kitchen table in a little area off to the side where they can ripen off the vine. But to do it in this large quantity, I cannot just take this entire container into my house. I don't want to do that. So I have it out here in my new shed, in my garden shed. And I learned that you can place them in a cardboard box, right? Place them in a cardboard box. You can also line it with either newspaper or something like that. But I think just the cardboard box by itself is fine. Now, tomatoes ripen from the bottom up and from the inside out. Okay? So what I'm doing is I place them in the box with the little flower side up, right? And some of them, like I said, I even left them attached to the vine. Flower side up, I have them placed in the cardboard box. I've added apples. Apples has a chemical in there, I think it's ethylene, that will, when that gas is released from these apples, you can also use bananas, but when the gas is released from the apples, it will help the tomatoes ripen quicker. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to close the box. Okay? I'm trying to do this with one hand, but I think I can manage. You're going to close the box up. Now, I don't think I really need to seal it, but I probably can put something across the top to keep it from opening. But every so often, I'm going to come out and check on these tomatoes and see if they're beginning to ripen. And it should happen pretty quickly with the apples in there and having it closed up in the cardboard box. And I'm going to come and remove those tomatoes that have actually started to ripen and turn red. But we're going to see how this works. I just wanted to share this with you, and I will keep you posted, okay?